Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast. Me, host Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of the Reich, Defender of the Vaterland. We are off here to a 2 vs 2 on Simorsky from the RTN Invitational Tournament. We'll be watching in one corner Diancecht and Fidod fighting here for Deutschland in the 5th SS Panther Division Viking. Tasked with clearing out this small village recently secured by a Soviet tank corps, with Stephenn and IpkaiFung as the commanding officers here of the detachment sent in to hold it now that, well, things been taken. So, some pretty good players, at least on one side, but obviously both. And we're noting here Blitzkrieg, assault support and German mechanized for Diancecht. Fidod has gone straight on for elite Truppen. For Stephenn, we're seeing CERT combines advanced warfare and counterattack tactics. And finally for Ipkai, we're noticing guard motor, guard rifle and terror tactics. So definitely a bit of a mix there of commanders available. Back to Diancecht, 2 Grenadiers, MG42 on the way. Looks reasonably similar here for Fidod, although with an MG42 rather following up with the initial Grenadier squad right away. So it's aggressively heading inside to the village. A bit of action here on the right hand side, also a bit on the left. So far no overt movements towards any of the 2 viewpoints, interesting enough. One might have figured that would happen, but no, apparently not. So far nothing from the Germans either. Now going initial engagement by the cemetery. Gunners getting caught by 2 counter squads wing by themselves. Gunners got taken positions at the church. Firing down there on the conscripts, who quickly run in towards the cemetery. They're avoiding the majority of the windows inside. MG42 moving up here for Fidod. At the same time, mining engagement here. Conscripts moving against pioneers. MG42 firing up here in the occupant side. The cemetery catches them all out of cover, suppressing both squads right away. That is definitely not a good start here for the defenders of the Odina and the Soviet peoples. They should definitely consider getting the devil out of there. And there we go. Rather nasty engagement up here initially did not go well, leaving a lot of people ready to be interred within the cemetery. If they'd stop crawling around there, Ivan, and die like a man, or at least a little schoolgirl. Anyways, country holding up here, all of a sudden rather outmaneuvered, having seen most of their comrades run off or dead. Second country squad here from Ipkai, getting absolutely murdered out by the MG42 from Fidod. Conscripts and companies a bit on the move here. Left side being secured finally. But comes to the runoff of the 2-1 Grenadier squad a bit mauled. Conscript squad here getting outmaneuvered now by 2 Grenadier squads from Diancecht. Quickly rushing in from several sides. And a nasty barricade arrives for Diancecht. Now again, by the way, we are seeing a special rifle command up and a support weapon company here for Ipkai. Noting both German players by the gun Mortar, although we do see for the Dot popping here some troop training on it. Gaining a rather elite mortar crew right off the bat there. Conscripts turning back here towards a small defense position inside the house. Can they hold up? And a minor engagement RPG commies. Pioneers, looks like the Pioneers that are slowly winning that one for the Fatherland up here. Or down here, some Grenadiers are not having much fun. But there we go, stun grenade up, covering their retreat and leaving the conscripts a bit concussed.
We have the sector. It is secure.
So far the Soviets are holding most of the map, but the Germans are pushing back. The Germans are pushing back for the Fatherland. Sharpshoots out here for Stephenn. And mortar rounds raining down across all over the place. Quick hoorah here. MG42 covering here, conscripts suppressed. And trying to deal with the mortar here, forcing that away, but we are seeing heavy intensify going here towards the church. MG42s, Grenadiers, flamethrowers are quick to take up position on the other side of the church and burning in. Forcing goes in, seeing the full front assault here from Ipkai, hoping to clear out the village of any fascist defenders. Needs to spread out a bit though. Oh, can he make it inside? Yeah, stop right there, right at the wrong time. Engineers having made the way into inside church. MG42 shifting up. Mortar continues to fire with weapons. Both mortars here ready to bombard. And there go 1 Grenadier squad, realizing that clothes are flammable as one of the members burst into flames. Snipers slowly moving in here. Village is simply getting bombarded now by mortars. Mortar rounds constantly falling down here, threatening to tear away anyone's lives in a moment. over to Fidod. Just lots of machine gun fire, just raking down to it. I mean, this village in particular, the cemetery, surprisingly enough, ends up like a killing ground as well. Oh, the irony. In some department, I suppose. And looks like IpkaiFung's added his own mortar. We've got 3 mortars basically hammering down on the village. Just shattering stone and tree and housing, roof and church. Oh, good lord. And we just constantly hear the whistling of the mortar bombs as they go through the sky. Certainly enough to make someone think they've got tinnitus. Oh, MG crew, they're almost wired. Snipers need to be careful. All these mortars going down. I mean, 1 mortar strike, and that's going to be good night for those ladies. MG though cleared up. 1 MG remains. He needs to sneak up someone here to flank. But at the same time, we are seeing here that Fidod is pushing up the right flank quite nicely there. Well done. Left flank is largely unopposed. Soviet players are focusing all of their efforts. And there we go! Mortar round tore through the snipers, leaving them pretty dead there. We just keep hearing the whistling of the mortars. Definitely rare you get that kind of concerto. A mortar concerto, if you will. Number 3 by Mortar. Except there probably weren't any mortars like that on his time. Mittelschützenpanzerwagen here being pushed forward by the Viking to push the effort forwards to Deutschland. There's been caught by a lot of units. Guardsmen around here for Stephenn. Claiming the King Stephen's gone for a commander. Most likely combined arms, as I believe that's the one he actually had guardsmen in it. Mines going down, but cancelled. Flamethrowing is moving in, coming on fire from Grenadiers with a light machine gun. Everything being forced. MD crew could be, well, MD could recruit here. Grenadiers caught by an awful lot of Russians and of the angry kind before being run off. Mortars continue to rain down mercilessly without remorse. And grenades are being pushed away. No stun grenades up there from Fidod. And then going before opening up the cups in incendiary armies around here from Fidod and just tearing through those guardsmen and conscripts. But no, a retreat is beat before that even happens. Mortar continues to bombard away at the fascist concentration. In fact, they're rather close up. They need to be a bit careful. I mean, this could actually become a very nice target ground here for the mortar. And there we go. 1 hit, veterans, 1 opening up for precision strike there. Conscripts flanking in, they finally begin securing some of the territory there and here. Working the flanks more maneuver, good. Bunker going up here at the front, could be a command bunker, could be a medic bunker, oh dear, veteran 3 mortar almost knocked up there by the mortar. And already closing in on veterans E2 already. Noting here, both are taking up. We are seeing tank battalion command and mechanized armor. Nothing so far from the Germans, only 1 light mechanized company from Diancecht. Mortar arms continue to flow, and there we go. Veteran 2 on the third mortar, increasing rate of fire and decreasing scatter, meaning they'll all be more lethal. Forces reinforcing, pushing out. MD gunner went down, and looks like we're seeing a large force of German converging here to sort of clear out those countries up here harassing. No one is allowed to slip through the net of the Reich. And there we go, comes up here by the MD-42, no intending arm around still. And we are noting here a... oh, almost looked like we were seeing a support armor corps. Lots of Jaeger upgrades here.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Adding a bit of an edge here to all of these Grenadier. Where's Diancecht? Grenadiers are finding away with MD-42s. Panther gunners, by the way, have arrived here for Diancecht as well. Mortar continues to fire away. Might want to merge it or reinforce it somehow. In fact, it looks like he's already merged and already took a nasty hit there. The conscripts, though, will need to pull back. Even the mortar crew might... oh, he actually lost it. Never mind then. Didn't pay attention quite there. Guardsmen fighting in with DPs, but Panther is rather close by. Grenadiers level and MD fighting in support as well. Really bloody fighting here. Not much action here, but now we're finally seeing it up there, countering a rather severe Grenadier force here Lots of gear 43s, lots of semi-automatic rapid fire tank through the conscripts. And an SU-76 assault gun is moving in to support the offensive. Most likely a quick barrage in the right place right around here could do a lot of damage, I suspect. At the same time, IpkaiFung is pulling up the T-34. And popping over here to Stephenn, who's actually a bit dry on troops, not getting another sniper unit here. SU-76 seems to have bombarded, but I think there might have been something since it doesn't seem to be done more with it. A bit unfortunate here. T-34 rolling in. He could consider getting some Stephenn or something, and we just keep hearing those mortar rounds whistling through the air. Medic bunker up here, allowing the Germans sort of have a greater foothold there, interesting enough. Soviets have been pushed back here. The 5th SS assault is going reasonably well so far. We're seeing air recons here going up for Stephenn with combined arms. Getting a quick clear idea of the fascist positions. Good job. Oh, Canadians got wiped out. And we keep seeing Russians running back and forth. I think a half track would do them all right and sort of allowing them to maintain positions up close to the front line. Maybe add in some heavy machine guns on at the court now. I think it'll do a lot, you know, to really hurt the grenadiers in particular. There we go, 2 sports moving in there. T-34 fires high close shields right into the throng of them. SU-76 they're bombarding as well. Hoping to catch something or someone. So far having a bit of rubbish luck with that. Can he hit? Can he hit? Oh, so close, yet not quite there. Mortar rounds going down as well. Snipers close to getting wiped out again. I mean, really careful about those mortars, really careful. Then he's surrounded by conscripts and T-34s. They might get wiped out, causing Fidod, a rather precious infantry unit there for Deutschland. They're fighting just pursues remorselessly, ruthlessly, and a lot of other adjectives. So to slowly pushing back once more, we're seeing a bit more maneuver getting back in the step. Let's head on assaults here into what is essentially a fascist kill zone here. 2 mortars basically turning anything that walks in there into something ready for, well, what remains of the cemetery, which is slowly beginning to, well, go the same way of the ones on top of it. That is dead, ruined, shattered. And we're seeing propaganda artillery going in here straight onto the fascist position, forcing away a lot of units, suppressing, pinning, maybe even force some to retreat. Terror commander has been chosen, and he is in fact striking terror into the hearts of the Germans, into these hardened SS Truppen, it would seem. So there we go, that should open up for a push there with some. I'm seeing here IpkaiFung is pushing in shock troopers. Another air reconnaissance. Constant reconnaissance of the fascist positions, it would seem. Shock troopers making their way in there. SU-76 providing support. Good fire. Barrage right in the right spot. Shock troopers heading into the Panthers. Panthers in a bit of trouble there. And there we go. Another barrage. Another barrage. Flying straight after the pack. Can he get it? Oh, there we go. Killing so many German grenadiers. Close to getting that pack. Close. And a Panther grenadier squad almost wiped out as well. Really devastating barrage right there from him. Pack 40 forced to fall back. Half him back. There we go. Another propaganda barrage straight into it. Slowly but surely pushing through there with a rather vicious volley. Throwing the German positions at the edge of the river here into disarray, forcing in fact out into the frozen water. Looks like some S-mines been laid up there. Nice job there, by the way. Causing the Guardsmen to fall back. Points are being secured. And looks like some armaments arriving. Flak Panther has been pushed up here to provide some air recover. Probably to blind the reconnaissance as well. And also provide some anti-infantry support. Hectic fighting. Katyusha on the way from Stephenn to add some further artillery. 5th SS having secured the village, now been forced out once more. And looks like the medic bunker is about to collapse as well. The medics already having been disposed of. Oh, they're out in the ice here. They're presenting an awful lot of targets. One barrage right there could prove absolutely devastating. We all got the mortar here from Ipkai, just firing in there as well. And there we go. Oh, good lord, looks like retreating in time. But close already, the mortar has been taken out.
infantry squads.
T-34 moves in. He needs to be careful out on the ice though. Otherwise it's going to go down. Another bit of air reconnaissance. Team is just keeping it up. They're providing observation for any artillery that might be brought in on the field. Then, of course, keeping a close eye at what's going on. S-35 falling out there for Stephenn. In fact, looks like he cancelled the Katyusha, figuring he probably doesn't need artillery right away. And we're seeing a Panther rise for Fidod. Panzerkampfwagen 5 has been dispatched for the Panther Abteilung.
New units have arrived.
The Southern River has become a new front line here, it seems. But a quick counter-attack here from the Ghanaians managed to push them back, although under rather severe observation from Mortars. Another bit of propaganda to storm them right there before securing the fuel point out of there. Expertly denying, in fact, fuel point, forcing the retreat as well. Good job there. I mean, really outstanding use of the terror ability right there, or propaganda ability there by IpkaiFung. A munitions cast, though, might be a good idea to actually help with that in the longer run as well, although currently they are getting a lot of munitions, but you know, a munitions cast might not be a bad idea on top of anything. Panther rolling about there, firing in machine guns and 75mm gun of the higher velocity kind. More propaganda down. The Panther, though, is not faced by that. Shock troopers tearing into the MD crew. Panther looks like he might try and crush them. Black Panther holding up here. The Germans desperately holding on to one part that remains of that part of the village there. Panther going behind the rim to the church for the Panther. Artillery going in. Mortar already mentioned his fleet. Just madness. Grenades going off left and right. Panther is there, almost wiped out. Guardsmen might take another barrage. Oh, good lord. Shock troopers getting shredded. Panther Ostwind firing into the mess of things. Might want to try and flank them up here. 25 drawing fire there upon the Panther. Same with the field gun. Panther forced to fall back. Its 80mm of sloped armor not enough to withstand that kind of firepower. Or firepower of that magnitude, if you will. Hell it even. More propaganda making it harder for the Germans to maintain infantry support here for their armor. Doing the best we can to these positions. No amounts going down from the surge, so not even over here on the flanks. Panther pulled back for repairs rather urgently. Black Panther needs, and looks like a engine damage there on the S-35. Making a straight move for the centre victory point. But a rather severe administration of high explosive shells, machine gun fire, rather force them back. MD-42 remains here though for Diancecht. In fact, it's time to follow into IpkaiFung for some time now. Lots of fear propaganda artillery going in, but again, he's beginning to run a bit of munitions. Again, the munitions cache would be helpful in the longer run. Panther pulling back. Looks like Fidod is going to give it another shot there. Infantry leading the way. Panther providing support. Pants up their Kanone. Also moving in. Field gun cleared out. There might be a slight chance of success for the Germans then. But there we go. Nicely on the Canadians. Almost wiping half the unit. And over here, Stephenn counterattacking with the conscript and snipers versus these Canadians trying to take back those points. And looks like the assault here has failed. T-34s and now a bit of artillery once more from the S-26. Closing in on Veteran G2. With a half check out here for IpkaiFung. And a Katyusha here arriving for Stephenn as well. Brutal fighting going on all over the place.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
And there we go, Veteran G2 on the SS-76. The primary assault gun and support weapon of armor, well, for most German infantry units. Able to function both as anti-tank and artillery support. And at Veteran G2, by the way, gains a slightly decreased cooldown there on the artillery, so again, plus 5 fast. And there you go, tracking up as well. Mortar round continuing to whistle through there and just shatter things. Although it seems like the Germans have lost all mortars themselves, being behind only the, well, the Germans for most of the artillery at the moment. Things swinging back and forth. Shock troopers there getting smashed into the ground by the Black Panther's high explosive shells. More Katyusha barrels, S-6 moving up forwards as well. Looks like it's trying to find stranger, and there you go. Fort mount up on the half track. ready to lay down a murderous stream of bullets towards any fascist attackers. Quick rock grenade there, a Scotsman grenade going off in return. Popping back here to Diancecht. We're scorned for mechanized, and he's setting up a howitzer right now. So far on the other side of his commander though, no mechanized grenadier group, no smoke bombs, no spotting scopes or command tanks. Either way, availability here might help the Germans break this stalemate. Might want to spread out your grenadiers a bit more there, Fidod. Half-track assault group moving ahead, quickly pushing the conscripts at their side. And some Panthers are trying to flank it, but they're just getting met with an absolute murder storm of bullets and forced to pull back there. Simply too many enemies, Heinz. Zurückfallen! Schnell! Black Panther not firing out spot. There we go, opening up the conscript grenadiers, MG42s. Everything just firing in. SM6 needs to be a bit careful, Panther moving in, not even properly prepared, just moving in there. Artillery now firing in on the position, we're seeing air recon going in as well. T-34 taking hits, artillery firing in, Panther forced back, rockets straight on the German positions, Panther up their Kanone. Just utter anarchy, and there we go, direct hit, collapse in one building, almost getting the, and there we go, field gun down. SU-5 all took a hit there, Pack 40 almost bobbed out, also close to SU-3. Field gun firing away, getting the MG42, oh, almost getting it. SU-6 actually needs to fall back, perhaps maybe just a bit. 1 on 5mm howitzer firing away constantly, like the Feldhaubitze. Utter lunacy this fight. Mortar needs to fall back before it gets wiped out. Field gun, I mean wiped out. So much going on, and there we go, munitions carriage out for the Soviets. Definitely a tense, action-filled match. Katyusha bombarding away, rockets filling up. Well, what remains of the village, I mean, the cemetery at this stage is, well, no more existent. It's been utterly defiled. Or even wiped out. And there you go, MG crew destroyed. The MG fell apart under the sheer volume of explosions. Osman reaching veterans 1. Guardsmen leading the charge into the village, hoping to expel the SS troops. But can they succeed? Stephenn says continues to fire away. And we're just seeing more explosions going down. The Guardsmen getting murdered. Blown to paste as well. Second Panzerkampfwagen film drives there for Fidod. The other one almost repaired as well. Command tank could be an option here for Diancecht. Would be helpful against the infantry. And there we go. KV-8 arrives to clear out the fascist defenders of the village. Now it's in their hands. They'll quick change here to the 45mm gun to clear out any armor there. Then it is charging in. Quick propaganda, in fact, absolutely doing everything he can to clear out that flanking assault there by Fidod. Nice move there, though, nice move. Definitely clever, definitely clever. SU-5 though needs to get out of there. One gun is what remains, though. Little action over here, we're seeing here the Germans slowly taking back the right point as well. Germans are rather low at victory points as well. Mortar conscripts just charging in. Second Panther moving up. Anti-tank grenades breaking the engine of the Panther. At least damaging it. SU-5 almost down. Black Panther missing his Sturmgeschütz. It's on the way here for Diancecht. Panther reaching veterans 1. More rockets going in here. And there we go. Pack crushed. T-34s moving in. Taking hits. 2 Panthers providing too much anti-tank firepower out there. Units going down left and right on both sides. The carnage, oh the carnage. Buttoning up the SU-5 there, forcing that way in fact to blitz away. Veterans U1 already here for the howitzer. Just shattering targets left and right. SU-6 continue to fire away as well. Perhaps hoping to catch some pioneers or something else. Almost veterans to flee even. Almost veterans to flee. Can it do it? T-34 here, veteran 2 for IpkaiFung as well. Units getting murdered. Most of the fighting is so far centered on the village. No attempt at clearing out the surrounding area for the most part. Very unfortunate. I definitely think a flanking assault here with a Panther could do a lot of damage. As you see, it's also falling back. There, good unit pressure in there by Stephenn. Over to Fidod, who's definitely got a large unit cannon now. And two Panthers, one of them veterans, one rockets hitting the victory point. AA Half-Tech doing what he can as well.
We are losing a sector.
And a fresh forward movement there from the KV-8. While the left flanks have been cleared out a bit. Sadly, no attempts at securing the flank though with the mines from the Germans, which is a bit unfortunate. KV-8 getting caught here. Panther moving in though. Panther at the same time exposing itself to the S-35 here. Looks like no, he's rather intent there. T-34 moving in as well. S-35 moving in. S-36 not been repaired. Panther getting flanked. Oh! And he rammed the Panther, knocking out the engine there. Both moving there with his T-34. Other S-35 moving in. The other one here is in fact exposed. It's rear to the S-35. Getting close to Veteran 2 there. Dangerous action there. Panther arriving. T-34 down. T-34 down. Such an action-packed match. Not one dull moment there. Panther moving forwards. Achtung, Panzer Marsch. S-9 moving up the left side there. Sturmgeschütz providing fire support as well. Valuable Unterstützung. And use it caught on the ice, but there we go, quickly butting up right time there to get away. S-35 moving, S-66 also moving in. Might even get Veteran 3 on it, might even get Veteran 3. Which would mean further now, 30 up where Same Pascal is pushing forwards. Quick pulling away there, rockets shatter the ice, sinking an S-35, oh no! They're playing a rather dangerous game here on the ice, and now the Germans definitely bound to make it more dangerous for the Panzerwerfer. Threatening to sink a lot of things as though they were playing battleships. Woo. And just pushing forwards, one massive Soviet push here now going through the ice after having lost several things to the ice. Rockets going back from the Soviets. Stuke here with a dead gunner. Tanks being repaired. Panzerwerfer there. Oh, close to getting hit there as well. Pushing forward. Spectre 2 for the S-35, increasing rate of fire. Making that much more lethal. Panthers getting blasted. Units dying left and right. S-36 moving up. Artillery firing in as well to the mix. Mortars, more S-36s. Just utter carnage. Closing in there. Still not close to Veteran fleet. Can he reach it? S-36 close to destruction. One thing was, and there you go. Panzerfaust knocking it out for Germany. Panzerwerfer went down into conscript, just charging it. Panther exposed. One Panther close to going down here. One S-35 quick moving and knock it out with one good hit. T-34 might do it. T-34 might do it. Veteran 2 for the Panther. Can they get it? There we go. Artillery knocks it out. T-34 almost Veteran 3. Viking suffering heavy losses, but so is the tank corps. T-34 moving here. IpkaiFung smelling blood goes nuts and just drives in there with the Veteran 3 T-34 with its increased rate of fire. Just knocking out tank after vehicle after Stug, murdering its way through the German lines. Incendiary armor piercing guns are a desperate bid here by Fidod to knock it out, hoping for just one few bullets to tear through the front of armor. But rockets going in. There is absolutely no chance they want to lose that T-34. The village is covered in smoke. Or at least there's a lot of smoke clouds drifting up here. At this rate, there'll be nothing left to sort of identify that we would want a village here. And now the T-34 went down! The Veteran defeat T-34 went down! A huge loss there to Russia. Panzerjacks, they're almost knocking out the half-track. T-34 crashes into what remains of a small shed before blowing up. Diancecht's Panzerjacks just continue their advance here. DPs and anti-tank rifles littered a bit across the village and now in the hands of the Germans. S-36 opening up with another barrage. KV-8 still wobbling around, it would seem, as well. Fresh Panthers on the way, and the howitzer there just continues to bombard away. But time for the mid-game analysis to this absolutely brutal battle right here. I mean, just already heavy losses on both sides, just devastating. So far, the Germans are definitely having a bit of trouble holding on. They have just suffered absolutely appalling losses. They've lost a lot of armor, they've lost a lot of men, they've lost, well, a lot of everything. They've barely got any support units, and they've barely got any territory left. We do see 2 Panthers here for Fidod, and certainly the Panthers might provide a bit of help there, but certainly it might start to look like a Tiger Ace will be need to somehow clear out this situation, needs to provide some kind of stronger footing. Infantry is definitely not looking good, and the Germans should definitely consider looking into getting more infantry, perhaps recruiting some of those support weapons to provide additional firepower. I mean, just the MG, but also the mortar over here. I mean, those definitely should not be forgotten. Also, they need to consider fortifying this part here with something, some mines or MG bunkers, so they can free up troops for the further fighting here. But again, they should probably consider actually using those tanks a bit more creative than just driving up here. I mean, they've got some mobility. They also know there's some flanks exposed here, so if they try to push in the Panthers here or here, they could probably end up doing a lot of damage to the Soviet players by catching a few units off guard here and then quickly pulling back the Panthers, perhaps with a bit of blitzkrieg to add a bit of emphasis to that. So that's definitely something they should consider also. For Diancecht, I mean, he should definitely consider using more of his abilities, not just the howitzer and maybe some spotting scopes. I mean, you know, a command tank could definitely find that above him. Particularly, I mean, he's getting 2 Austrians. One of those could easily be replaced by a Panther 4 command tank, which could then also provide nice anti-infantry firepower, but also defensive buff to all the troops inside the sector it's fighting in. If it's a friendly sector, that would definitely also do a lot for the Germans. A mechanized gun could maybe also be a bit of a idea to sort of rush around, do some harassment, take some points, support, and that. But again, I really think they should at the very least consider a command tank. For the Soviets, I mean, they certainly also took a bit of a beating, but overall they do seem to be standing a bit stronger overall in terms of units. So overall, that's really where the advantage currently lies with, and those are the Soviets. Although at the same time, we can certainly note there's a bit of difference. IpkaiFung so far is really pushing forward. Stephenn perhaps not so much, but at the same time, he's not much of a 2 versus 2 player. But at the same time, I would say he's doing pretty well. And so his artillery is doing alright, but at the same time, a bit surprised he's not gone for a howitzer yet. I mean, Stephenn is just generally the type of player who actually likes to go for howitzers if he has them. So I'm a bit surprised he's not gone for a howitzer, which could definitely lay a further layer of pressure upon the Germans, although at the same time I think terror also possesses. So either player could in fact go for the 152mm howitzer. Either of those could definitely lay down. In fact, they both got them. They could really do a nasty work there on the Germans. So that's definitely something I think they should consider looking into. Damage-wise, I mean, always, except Stephen's running being a bit, they're always actually looking pretty equal, and IpkaiFung's actually done quite a lot of kills as well. But besides that, again, you know, a howitzer up, some more flanking. I mean, they're rather getting into a bit of a grind fight here, which certainly makes things a bit close. And again, with the howitzer sort of striking in there, I mean, that could easily turn against them if they're none too careful. I mean, a good hit from this howitzer in 1 or 2 rounds, and that could really cripple the Soviet players, so they should definitely consider somehow to knock it out. They could, for example, try setting up munitions for a double strike with a recon overflight and then a precision bombing strike, or getting a howitzer and then in the right position, then beginning bombarding the German howitzer and then knocking it out that way. Either of those 2 solutions could probably prove quite handy, to say the least. And again, a few mines covering up things here, perhaps the same over here if they sort of take that back. Another HD5 might be an idea for Stephenn, but again, I think a howitzer would be a nice idea. Would be a very nice idea. Also, perhaps a Strafnicki squad or a fresh sniper could perhaps provide a bit of additional pressure, I think, at this stage. For IpkaiFung, again, he's looking really good. He's got some nice units. He could also consider howitzer. He could also consider getting some more tanks out. A few more T-34s certainly would not hurt. So anyways, back to Stephenn, and let's get back into the fight. Artillery continues to strike hard. The Soviets pushing forward once more. 5th SS pushing forward with everything they have to hold back the village. Recruiting the MG4 trooper right in front. The shock troops are moving in. And there we go, looks like they might hand over the MG there to the Bolsheviks. Flak Panther moving in. HD5 there, closing in to higher veteran levels, firing away boldly. MG there, troopers, shock troopers. Now they should fire down the way to Stephenn. Katyusha rockets him pounding there. Some Germans cross over the ice and attack into the village once more. Guardsmen, HD5 continues to fire away there. Slowly closing in on veterans. It flees slowly with every shot it fires, as the crew rapidly loads the gun faster and faster. Gaining more veterans, getting gaining more veterancy. 80 rifles flying away as well. Panther objects moving in. Ooh, forcing away there with a few Panther fake hits. Very close to veterancy there, very close. SC-6 firing barrage as well. K2's getting close to being able to fire once more. Second SC-5 rolling. Panther is here holding up. Mortar's going off as well. Grenades going off. Oh, nasty there, but not actually killing anyone. The SC-5 just continues to blast away. Osman there on the far flank, not looking too good. KV-8 mulling about a bit, not actually doing a lot of damage with it there, Mr. IpkaiFung. Panther being repaired. Panther's being repaired, in fact.
Squad replenished. The rockets haven't frozen to the rails.
More rockets flying through the air. Nasty there on the SC-5 and SC-6 there from the howitzer. Gaining veterancy 2 for the crew. Oh, flak panzer there catching the empty crew. Driving past the wreckage of another flak panzer right there as well, it would seem. And this one's so close to veterancy 3, also pretty much prepared by now. Good, good.
Guards troops ready for action.
Panther pushing back. Another guard squad there riding for Stephenn. Panthers on the move. Achtung, Achtung, Panzermarsch. Driving straight from the Soviet positions. There should be 5 of these to back. The other one needs to move up forwards. And that is Schnell. Soon, and there we go. Panther there heavily damaged. There we go. Veteran 3 increasing rate of fire. Panther knocked out. Other Panther blitzkrieging in. Artillery striking in here. Threatening the Soviet positions by the lake. Quite harshly. SU-5 slowly moving forwards. And just rapidly firing, in fact. And also more maneuverable now that veterancy 3. Osman quickly becomes the next target. And we see here a Soviet howitzer now up 152mm up from IpkaiFung. Osman looks to have successfully escaped the wrath of the SU-5. And what is going on here? Looks like there might be some counter-artillery going on versus the enemy howitzer. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, direct hit there on the SU-6 from the howitzer. So far, though, no luck in hitting it. No luck whatsoever. Medics quickly moving up to heal. And there you go, direct hit, killing several of the medics. Close there to getting it now, but not quite. Oh, gun is moving up. Much right Panther fast there. And they succeed. Engine damage, focus side up. Oh, that is disastrous. Panther could move in and knock it out. Panther 4 could. KV-8, everything's moving into perhaps try and cover this SU-5. Veterans 1 there for the howitzer, not quite succeeding. There we go. SU-5, Veteran 2 there for the Panther, taking on the Veteran 3 SU-5. Gaining that a lot of valuable experience, and that SU-5 is about to go down rather than fortunate there. Stephenn pushing too far ahead, definitely a great mistake. There we go, SU-5 went down there, large victory there for Germany. Massive threat there taken out. Although SU-5 remain, but the alternative will not be quite as lethal there as a Veteran 3 SU-5. Panther though pulling back nonetheless. This one providing a challenge there with a lot of infantry. Turning it. Just things blowing out. I think it's the artillery piece. They just knocked out. There we go. 23 killed. Sturmgeschütz number 2 running here for Diancecht. Over to IpkaiFung. His howitzer almost ready. He could try with a precision strike on it and basically knock it out that way, if he so fancied. SUD5 in trouble, outflanked by SUD5s and a Panther 4. Another T-34 moving in. Getting out there.
Yes, comrade.
Fresh SUD5s there arriving for steam. The Katyusha continue to fire into the heart of the fascists. With more Russians going, trying to hold there. Still no attempt to really move on. I mean, there's still action from the Soviets on the flanks by now. They seem rather obsessed. There you go. Quick reconnaissance move down. He might coordinate with the artillery. Might. I might be wrong, of course. No, we're seeing. Oh, there we go. Stephenn saved up for munitions for it. Combined effort there from Soviet Air Force. There we go. Howards are down. Howards are down. So far, no further firing there from IpkaiFung's howitzer. Flak Panther and Panther fighting their troops, getting massacred left and right. Flak Panther flying support but taking heavy damage as well. Anti-tank rocket quick grenadiers and other things they're shooting at it. Panther 4 kaput. Panther moving up, knocking out another T-34. No T-34s left, by the way. Only a Flak Panther now. The field gun got cleared out. The half-tank might go down. Ah, scheiße. Just utter carnage. Panther is pushing forward here through the thick snow and smoke and mud. And there we go. Half track down, Panther pushing forward there. Close eventually, 14 kills. Only one building sort of left inside the village proper. All these buildings seem practically unharmed at the same time, despite being right next to what is otherwise can best be described as a disaster. Ooh, firing straight in towards the victory point, hoping to cover it up. Almost getting one squad there. But that's definitely some heavy armor loss right there for the Soviets. That's definitely going to make things harder. 2 Panthers on the way, including that veteran 2 closer, veteran 3. And no mines up here. They could go straight for the howitzer. They could go straight for the howitzer and knock it out. For Deutschland. Points are rapidly ticking out there for the Germans. They need to be careful, though. Again, I mean, there's been surprisingly little effect, again towards the victory points on the sides. I think had he done that, they probably could have gotten this over with by now. They seem to have been a bit forgetful about that. Another bombing strike available. There we go. Panthers moving across the ice even. They're a bit worried about mines. They're sensible, I suppose, but at the same time, there's been none. And now, there we go. Howitzer there being taken on by 2 Panthers. Spy Panther come back in 5. 1 Panther caught in the ice, getting bombarded there. And there we go. Howitzer down. Field gun getting veterans 1 Panther, they're almost down. The other one blitzing away, close to veterans 3. They might even get the munitions cache. No. Looks like they're quite bothered with it. A desperate defense being run there in the village by the German infantry and assault gun and Flak Panther here. Actually, firing now, Katyusha there, awfully close to the front line as well. Another propaganda war stopping all the German infantry from defending their well. Good use again. Grenades going off. Can't go into movement like you rather that. Nope, they're going after the Flak Panther. They're ignoring the Stug. There you go, Flak Panther down. Stug also with an engine damage. Veterans who right there for the Asian 5 Panthers being in from the north. Nothing covering that angle. The Panthers couldn't get behind there. We've got veterans relief for 1 Panther. Increasing mobility and rate of fire. Half track in serious trouble. As the SS Panthers move forward. Straight through the Soviet horde, straight through the rockets. Field guns up, might they be able to get that SUD5 there? Looks like it. Field gun firing into the sides, the exposed sides even. And there you go, SUD5 kaput. Katyusha desperately backs across the ice, hoping to escape the Panthers before it's too late. Popping smoke there, well played there by Fidod. Well played, and time to head back here to Diancecht. And we're seeing the Tiger Ace has arrived here. Fidod's forces seem to be rather exhausted, but looks like he's summoned upon an SS Tiger Ace. While getting the Panthers out of there because they're both in serious need of repairs. Another howitzer going up here. The SS pulling up more howitzers in support, and the SS in general, their divisions actually had more artillery than a regular army division. Usually they have one more battalion in their batteries or one battery in their battalion, something like that. Tiger Ace here, they're providing nice fire support. But knowing here, Diancecht is utterly ruined. He's barely got any units left at this moment. It's rather down now to Fidod, who's also rather short on manpower, particularly after calling that Tiger Ace, and things are a bit desperate there. One good push could definitely break the Germans right now. Panther force support is working for Diancecht. Panther directs there, connecting with the IpkaiFung front, forcing that away. Oh, nasty hit there on the Panthers, almost wiping out the entire unit. Just utter carnage. Continued utter carnage, so this continued utter carnage. A fresh caveat around there for IpkaiFung. Perhaps he senses infantry as a weakness, but at the same time, the Tiger Ace and those Panthers will definitely provide a serious problem. Oh, kaput there with the half track. One shot cooks it up. Tiger Ace closing in on half health there. Field gun could be firing into it right here. In fact, it's been exposed to its but no. Looks like it will get the KVA instead. There we go. IpkaiFung shooting through the remnants of the building by targeting ground attack, by the way. Tiger Ace almost down there. Damn close. I mean, that could also have been game over. More rockets flying through the air. Howitzers back in the fight and ready to provide fresh support.
300 points remaining. Increase your efforts.
Focus out here. Not sure why he isn't using tracking right there on his S-35. But he's about to lose it there to the Diancecht. And there we go, Panthers also moving in. Nothing there to really stop them.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Nasty hit there. Might lose that Katyusha if he's not careful. Anti-tank rifles hiding behind the remnants of houses. But again, most of the effort has really been here, which has a bit unfortunate. We would have loved to see some more maneuvering around here, and here, to be honest,
to steal our sector.
Tiger receiving repairs. Lots of field guns now ranking for the Soviets. Lots of field guns. Looks like they might be trying to set up a pack front, which was a tactic actually the Soviets copied straight from the Germans, of which the Germans were much aware of. And essentially it was a tactic relied on basically having a lot of anti-tankers to the same spot and then coordinating on one command, then basically in that way sort of quickly cooperating to knock out a lot of tanks in one devastating blow, minimizing the effective return fire. Panther is in the midst of everything, Gepard lighting off on the guardsman. Field guns up here. Veterans, there we go. Tracking would be good. Tracking. Rifle grenades and other fun things flying away. Panther moving the other side. Shock troops moving in. Field gun falling back. Artillery flying through the air. Oh, good lord, good lord. Just so chaotic. Can't move to the other side, but in front of the Panther 4 and the Tiger Ace. The Tiger Ace all the way down to half again. Panther 4 with the damaged engine. We're seeing more Katyusha barrages closing in on Metro 3 there for Stephenn's rocket launcher. Popping over here to Fidod. Nasty hits here on the Panthers. Field guns on the ice, they need to be a bit careful there. So many field guns. Seems like a bit of a last stand here. One field gun cleared out. Some of the crew apparently even drowning. Things are definitely getting desperate here for the tank corps. Seems like they've exhausted most of their armoured reserves. Just pushing forward in what they have left. Field guns firing away there.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Panther following the flanks, bunker going up there. How to continue to fire. Mortar straight onto the ice, slowly shattering it. It is falling apart. So is most everything else in this fight. Another bit of the LB reconnaissance. Could it be trying for another move there on the howitzer? Can't get caught between machine gun bunker, Panther point one it is. And looks like it indeed, Could we be seeing another appearance here by the Soviet Air Force to knock it out? Could it be?
They're shooting at us.
What's not? The Germans trying to call in some air support. Smoke run there, moving in to cover the Tigers. Nice play there, nice play. Panthers popping smoke as well. Now this village is basically being covered in a thick layer of smoke. Though not from the smoke of burning tanks this time around for once. More smoke by the looks of it. Oh, good lord. Tigers, they're just continuing to get pummeled there by the field guns. Holding out all right, but definitely taking a lot of damage. Katusha moving out once more. No attempt there to call in the bomb strike down. Howard, I think that was going to miss. Another KV-8 being summoned in. Another KV-8. More rockets going in. Might get the other Pioneers trying to repair the veteran. The 3 Panther. This Panther ace. Tigers continue to suffer heavy damage. And field guns continue to deliver as well. Panther is just in the middle of everything, causing huge havoc. KV-8 though quickly scorches them and leaves them rendered to naught but a crisp. Veteran 3 on the Katusha, by the way, that's lovely. Might be able to get the KV-8s off the ice, in particular the part of the ice that's about to fall apart. Just saying. Oh, they had straight move here for the Katusha. They might get it there. A Studebaker truck is hardly the most bulletproof thing ever devised. Panther 5 successfully penetrates the sloped armor of the H-35. Panthers on the move once more. Achtung, Achtung. Panzer. And just moving in there, just utter chaos. Half-track here providing fire support in the middle of the ice. Propaganda until he once more in the infantry. Good use to have it constantly. Veteran field gun. Out on the ice though, out on the ice! Tiger 65, there we go, it sinks the field gun and the crew! Every man down with a good ship field gun. And there we go, half-track sinks as well! Another field gun, oh good lord! This lake has become a watery grave for so many Russians. Oh. The cemetery can no longer hold them, now the lake will have to do. In fact, the cemetery is probably not suitable for carrying anyone in anymore.
We are losing the sector.
More Soviet Air Force moving in. This has been one hell of a hectic fight here. Tigers moving forwards, as you five there, right in front of it. That knock's looking good. And the ice is just getting shattered here. Tigers could... No, not going to lose that one. Though it's actually close to being not in good condition afterwards. Desperately trying to repair the SU-5. There we go. Tigers gets it. Panthers moving forwards. Again, sallying forth like Teutonic knights. And Rocket's just running in there. 44 kills as well. 47. And looks like another airstrike knocked out the howitzer again. Looks like he's finally got something in there. Panther almost down. Victory points are so close. So close. Fighting is definitely getting, well, further desperate and hectic, and the Soviets just look to be getting utterly more and more depleted. Definitely not looking good. Katyusha continues to unleash rocket after rocket. A flesh Panther has revived from Fidod as well.
AT-gun is ready for combat.
Whew.
Enemy contact!
Austrian on the move.
Enemy forces are capturing our
Katyusha
supplies.
once more makes a ragged escape. Looks like the Germans might be making one final assault here.
The sector has been
Blitzing in after it, and there we go. Katyusha finally went down the truck. Clearly not built for resisting anti-aircraft rounds. Grenades going off there.
losing supplies to the enemy.
Rifleman ready.
Engineer standing by.
We're under attack! You have a target?
This rather looks to be it.
Opened up fire!
Just going to speed. This has been a rather long fight already.
Is not rewarded.
Enemy fire!
Looks like one last push, but already looks like they're getting called off.
Points remaining.
GG, well played. GG, nice one. And there we go. Game over. And absolutely insane fight going on between 4 players on Sumaski. The village itself has been rendered, well, practically non-existent. There's definitely no sign that there existed a cemetery within it. That has been utterly leveled. Hell, I think some of the corpses might have been exhumed, adding to the other corpses. To be honest, on the other hand, I mean, I think that's been sort of the unfortunate side effect of this battle. I mean, there's barely been any fighting on the flanks. In that regard, this has been rather more of a grind on a war of attrition, which is not necessarily the thing I actually prefer casting. Occasionally, they can be fun when there's actually some good players behind, but still, I mean, there was so little manoeuvre in this, there was so little serious flanking attempts going on. That was definitely something I think was a bit unfortunate. I think could have this match a lot more exciting, but, you know, ultimately I'm not going to complain. It's still an overall brutal fight here. We saw just lots of units being sunk into the ice. Just, oh good lord, a horrible watery grave right there. Tiger Aces, Panthers, Stooks, Escher-Fighters. I think we saw almost practically the entire German arsenal. Same with the Soviets. So much going on. Anything we didn't see from the Soviets, probably the T-70. Brutal fighting overall. I think, you know, the Soviets could have benefited from perhaps a few Stavnikos, some scout cars early on to sort of add in thing there. Otherwise, I think they should have mined up the victory point on the far flanks again. Had they also been a bit more focused on that, rather than necessarily just right here, and I think that was sort of where the things went wrong for them. The Germans overall did have a slightly better grasp of the map, and they did actually play a bit harder for the flanks and actually fortifying them, unlike the Soviets, and that in the end was rather what won the Germans the game to a part. But again, also the Soviets just kept rushing in there at certain times, and they rather clumped up their units as well, which rather make that howitzer a really good choice, but also that Katyusha from time, or Panzer from time to time, just really sinking a lot of units that way as well. I think there were some problems there. I think the Soviets, had they been a bit more mobile, a bit more aggressive in attacking from the sides, and overall trying to stretch out the Germans a bit more, I think they could have won this. I mean, also losing that match 23 Escher-Fighters was definitely a huge game changer, because that Escher-Fighters could otherwise have been a huge thorn in the side of Germans, even knocked out, well, pretty much everything in that match 23 Panther. But again, instead it ended up getting ranked, and that really cost the Surge right there. Not sure what Stephenn made there, probably some mistake, but again, you know, it was really one that probably could have cost them the game, because that really hurt. But overall, really, really vicious fight, some really nasty action, some good action here and there, but just absolutely brutal, absolute war of attrition right there. So many killed. I mean, just note they killed practically 500 or 250 each. Altogether, they probably killed around 300, and same with the Soviets on themselves, probably 250. So, I mean, really, really nasty fight there. Almost 1,000 lives lost in this little battle on Sumaski. But again, you know, commander-wise, I think you're done with a command tank or a mechanized group. Fidod did pretty well with this commander. No complaints there. Stephenn as well, although I'm surprised he didn't go for a howitzer at all. Good use of reconnaissance and such. I mean, really good. Then all good teamwork. But again, I think the problem was a bit, you know, they basically just became so concerned with just grinding down here. They made some rather tactical mistakes here and there, just charging across here, for example, clumping up, not trying to envelop, not trying to sneak in and do some extra nasty attacks there, using their larger numbers at times. And I think that was one thing that really hurt them and probably cost them the game in the end. So, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this fight a lot. I hope you had a lot of fun watching it. If you did, want to subscribe, tell your friends, share with everyone. If not, you know, send in a meme, provide some feedback in the comments. And of course, a great big thanks to the gentlemen at RTN for sending it in. Of course, this is their tournament. So again, they're running an invitational tournament. There'll probably be more from that in the future. So, this is Imperial Dane saying cheers, and I hope you had fun. And see you tomorrow.